Good morning to all. My name is Chaitanya Pancha. On behalf of the students, I would like to welcome to all. ये बात हवाओं को बताए रखना, रोशनी होगी चिरागों को जलाए रखना, लहू देकर जिसकी हिफाजत हमने की, ऐसे तिरंगे को सदा दिल में बसाए रखना, ऐसे तिरंगे को सदा दिल में बसाए रखना. One flag does not fly because the wind moves it. It flies with the last breath of each soldier who died protecting it. So it will be our tribute to them, even if we do a little for our country. In this pandemic situation, we are not able to attend celebration of Independence Day in our college. So we students from electrical department are presenting this digital wall magazine. As we know that coronavirus pandemic has significantly disrupted various sectors in India, including oil and gas, automobile, agriculture. Same in with the education sector. So that we chose our subject pandemic and its effect on education. My friend Monica will continue ahead. Thank you.
So, what is a pandemic? A pandemic is defined as an epidemic occurring worldwide or over a very wide area, crossing international boundaries and usually affecting a large number of people. Also, pandemics can be said to occur annually in each of the temperate southern and northern hemispheres, given that seasonal epidemics cross international boundaries and affect a large number of people. However, seasonal epidemics are not considered pandemics.
So let's shift our attention as to how various pandemics affected us in recent history. Although there were many pandemics that occurred, we are just gonna focus on the deadliest ones. Starting with the pandemic named Plague of Justinian. It occurred between 541 to 542 BC and the death toll was about 50 million. Next, we have the deadliest plague that occurred yet in human history. It's called as the Black Death or bubonic plague. It occurred in between 1347 to 1351 and the death toll was around 200 million. It was estimated that 60% of human life was wiped out. Then we have the smallpox outbreak. The death toll was 56 million. Then the third plague which occurred in 1885 and the death toll of India and China combined was around 12 million. After World War I there was Spanish flu outbreak and around 3% of human population were wiped out. At last we have the current ongoing COVID-19. The reasons are yet unknown.
Let's discuss how COVID-19 pandemic has affected the education system. So the COVID-19 pandemic has affected education systems worldwide, leading to near total closures of schools, universities and colleges. As of 27 July 2020, approximately 1.75 billion learners are currently affected due to school closures in response to pandemic. According to UNICEF, around 106 countries are currently implementing nationwide closures and 55 are implementing local closures. Only some of the countries are open now. So let's see some of changes in teaching methods. More than 91% of world students are out of school due to school closures of at least 188 countries. Major problem is to move from traditional education sector to one called e-education. After all, only around 60% of the global population is online. Classes on personal tablets may be the norm in Hong Kong. For example, many students in less developed economies rely on lessons and assignments sent via WhatsApp or email.
Adaptability of students to e-learning. E-learning is picked up across global in various ways, with reckless changes in institutionalized learning. Recent online classes has turned into a possible option for students. Not everyone has same capability alone. Same way, e-learning environment will not constrain for every user. Educators from all over the world are working on the strategies to make the online course better for students. Also, because of flexibility of e-learning courses, learners adapt the course according to their learning style. Let's now see some changes in students' life. Lack of infrastructure. Lack of access to internet and affordability of charges is a concern problem. Looking on this, Government of Maharashtra launched a scheme of GSU for all the students but had taken at a very low pace. And adaptivity to this is a concern. This will create another gap for poor children to get even the basic education. Even if e-labs are developed, they are either not accessible or not available to students on their devices.
Let us see some of the precautions we should take to reduce the effect of pandemic on our system. Number 1, planning and coordination. Number 2, situation monitoring and assessment. Number 3, reducing the spread of disease. Number 4, continuity of healthcare provision. Number 5, communications. I thank all the electrical department, staff, head dignitaries, seniors and my friends from second year to appreciate us and make possible for us to make this Urja Wall magazine for Urja series. Thank you.